welcome to the show. Today I'm talking about how to tell if you need to change your marketing plan, because I know there are times when we are really, really quick to change what we're doing constantly. So when do we know that it's not working? How can we tell? That is what I'm talking about today. So stay tuned. So people often ask me, Jenny, I feel it's just not working, and they're so quick to ditch their current marketing efforts and try something new. But when it comes to marketing, sometimes the stuff that we did 6 months ago, 12 months ago, is the very stuff that makes you money down the line. So how do you know what works and what doesn't work? Is the first thing. So I would always suggest that number one, you really look at what's working for other people, talk to other people about what's working for them, and decide whether it's going to be a good marketing plan for you. Does it fit in with how you feel is okay for your business? I know that with me, a lot of the things that people have tried to teach and to show me and to tell me, a lot of those marketing methods I can't do, and I won't do, because it just doesn't fit in with my own integrity. And for me, that's really, really important. And a lot of marketing, old school marketing methods can feel a little bit like very masculine dominated, very pushy, very in your face, very aggressive. And that doesn't fit in with me or my business. So I wouldn't go down that route of doing some of the marketing stuff. Like somebody said to me recently, oh, Jenny, I can't do the cold calling. And I said, well, why would you want to do cold calling? Would that work for you? And she's like, no. I said, don't do it. Because while it would work for some, it's not ideal for everybody. And if you genuinely feel that cold calling is a good plan for your business, then get somebody else to do it if you don't want to do it. Other things that people do a lot that might not feel right to you. So cold calling is one of them. You might not like to send a lot of emails. And this is one that people go, oh gosh, no, I can't. I don't want to do emails. And they've not even tried it. And it's because there is a lot, it's kind of got that reputation, it's a sleazy salesman. And it's one of the reasons that we don't even do the sales stuff in our business, and we shy away from the sales stuff, is the same as what we get with email. So before you write off a marketing method as such, I want you to make sure that you are sure that it definitely won't work for you. I'm sorry, I got a bit distracted there. My printer started to make noises, which is a bit worrying. I think somebody's decided to print in the middle of me doing this. So never mind. It's always the way when you do these things. So make sure that you're happy with the marketing methods that you're using. Now, a lot of the time people will say to me, but I'm using Facebook and I'm using Instagram and I don't feel that I'm getting results. So there I would ask, before you start anything on the platform, before you say, right, okay, I'm going to be posting to Facebook 3 times a week, every day, I'm going to make sure they post to Instagram every day. I want you to know what qualifies as a result, and how long you're going to give yourself to get that result. So many times people go straight into their marketing without even thinking about it. So make sure that you know what result you're after in the first place. Start with the end in mind. What result are you after? What would be a win for you with that particular method of marketing? And then you need to make sure the people that you are looking to target, the people who are your ideal paying clients, not just your ideal clients, the ones that are actually ready to pay you. Because it's all well and good putting something out there to your ideal clients, but they might not be ready to pay you yet. They might be ready to pay you 6 to 8 months down the line. So you're not going to see You're not going to see the result from your marketing until they're in that place where they're ready. So if you are attracting the people who are ready, how soon is it going to take them to become a client? How soon is it going to take them to sign up to your program? Or do you need to do anything in particular? Like recently, I did a big week challenge where I did a week of pre-coaching for everybody, and we talked about how to grow your audience, and we talked about doing certain things and how I talked everybody through creating that plan for their own business, not a cookie cutter, not the way that I do it, more than how I do the planning and how they can create the plan that works for them to get the right results for them. So it's got to be really, really crystal clear what you are expecting as a result. And I made a big mistake here when I had my previous business. I spent a lot of money on marketing by putting adverts into national magazines. Now, as you can imagine, it wasn't a cheap thing to do. And I just thought, I'll put that advert in and then it'll come running and I'll get loads of clients. I didn't. And also the business that I had previously, the way that I was targeting brides. And so often they were my customer once and then they were gone. So it also depends on the lifetime value of your client. So if you have got a riding school, for example, or you're a freelance instructor, say you're a freelance instructor, and that one client is going to book a lesson with you every week for the next year, yeah, and you charge £50, say, for a lesson. So if they have a lesson, their lifetime value, they're worth £200 a month. Yeah, so over the course of a year, you're looking at over £2,000. 2,000, my brain's gone dead, 2,400. So it might be worth you spending some time and some money in that respect. So that's when you're going to maybe put money into your Facebook ads or whatever, because you know what the lifetime value of the clients are, and that makes a massive difference. Whereas for me, in my previous business, a lifetime value of a client was only actually, on average, probably £100. So that's one of the things that I'd always say. Make sure that you are really clear on the result that you want from your marketing straight away, because if your marketing plan is not based off results and how you're going to get there, you're always going to be changing it, because you never really know whether it's working or not. So think about, what do you want in terms of results? Is it you want more people on your Facebook page? Because if you get more people on your Facebook page, the top end of the funnel is larger and that will lead to clients. Or is it just that you are looking for sales? Because it's a very different thing. And you're going to have to use your marketing differently depending on what your result is. The second thing that would tell me that you need to change your marketing plan is if you genuinely are not getting any engagement, you're not getting any inquiries, and you are not getting any growth. And I would expect, for me, I wouldn't let anything go longer than a month without seeing some sort of results. And ideally, I would be looking at one lead, one client minimum a week. So what would be considered growth for you? So for me, when I look at my Facebook statistics and my insights, it's really easy to go and look at the numbers of likes and followers going up. I don't actually look at that particularly. My numbers that I look at and I trace my engagement rates and I trace my reach. And those are the most important stats to me. So I look at those and I track them regularly to make sure that I've got some growth there, because I know if that grows, they are likely to result in me getting more sales. So make sure that you are actually seeing the growth that you want. And if you're not, that's a really good telltale sign that you need to change your marketing plan. The other thing that says to me that you need to probably change your marketing plan is if you are not aware of what your lead indicators and your lag indicators are when it comes to your marketing plan. So what do I mean by that? So the lead indicators are the steps that you need to take in order to get the lag, which is the results, the lag indicators. So the lag indicators could be your Facebook page likes, they could be your reach, it could be your engagement, all that stuff that you can see at the end. But the lead indicators are the actual little steps that you need to take. So that could be, I need to do 1 post a day. I need to be making sure I'm doing 1 post a day, or I need to be making sure I'm spending 10 minutes a day going and talking to people and connecting to people either through LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. And those could be your lead indicators. So you're tracking those, that you're actually doing the little tiny baby steps that result in what you're after. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if that doesn't make sense. But if you're not aware of what little steps are involved in getting the result, if you're just putting the result out and you're saying, right, I put 1 Facebook post out and I expect to get 200 new followers and 30 new sales, it's quite unlikely. It's quite unlikely from 1 post. But if you say, well, actually, if I'm consistent over the course of the next 28 days, and I consistently make sure that I put a post regularly, I'm expecting to see more followers. I'm expecting to see some sales, some people actually responding to your calls to action. And that leads me to my bonus tip, which, if your marketing plan is not giving any calls to action, if it's not selling, I'll repeat that again. If it's not selling, you're not probably going to get the result that you're after. Because I know some people are really, 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 really good at showing up and being visible. But it's sales and marketing, and they work together. We are marketing on the plans that we end up with clients and sales and bookings and everything else. So what you're putting out there must be inviting people to take the next step. So you need to be making sure that you put in some calls to action, and they can be really, really simple, like leave a comment if this made sense, or leave a comment if you'd like to know more, or go here and I've got a free download, or check out my website. Or so you're telling them what they need to do next in order to work with you. So that leads me on to my call to action. So this is how I do it. So I will often say at the end of any of these videos, at the end of any of these podcast episodes, I'll often say, if you enjoyed this and you'd like to know more, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. And check out my website, jennybush.com, where you can find out how to work with me. And there's also a lot of bonus resources, such as Facebook Fab, my free mini course, and lots of things that will help you to make sure that you turn your equestrian business into the schoolmaster you deserve, so you can actually live the life that you want and not spend all your time working. So that's my call to action. So I hope that made sense to you. If you enjoyed this, please do let me know. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover on any of these episodes, send it to me in an email, hello@jennybush.com. And I will make sure that I add them to my content and my editorial calendar, so that you get the value and everything that you need. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Don't forget to go back and check last week's episode out, which was 3 signs that you're making your marketing too complicated. There goes my alarm. You can tell I record these all exactly live. The 3 signs that you're making your marketing too complicated. And next week's episode is going to be 3 simple tips to make your marketing more effective, to make more money, and to save you time. So do look out for that next week, and I will see you really soon. Bye.